Few questions intrigue humanity more than the mystery of our origins. Where do we come from? What is our purpose? Throughout history, religions, philosophies, and sciences have offered various explanations. Yet, Buddhism approaches this question differently, not by focusing on a single moment of creation, but by emphasizing the impermanence of existence and the cycle of rebirth. This article explores the Buddhist perspective on the origin of humanity, shedding light on its profound wisdom and its relevance to our daily lives. 1. The universe in Buddhism. An endless cycle of time, unlike many traditions that propose a fixed beginning to existence. Buddhism teaches that the universe has neither a starting point nor an end. In the Anattagga Sutta, the Buddha states, "The cycle of birth and death is without discoverable beginning." This perspective challenges our linear perception of time, inviting us to embrace an ever-flowing, interconnected reality. Real-life reflection. Imagine someone who constantly worries about the past, seeking a single answer for their struggles. Yet, when they let go of the need for a concrete beginning, they find peace in the present moment. Buddhism encourages us to focus on what we can and change, our actions and mindset, rather than obsessing over the unknowable past. 2. The law of impermanence and rebirth. Buddhism describes the universe as a cycle of arising and passing, a continuous flow of change. Just as our bodies and minds evolve throughout life, so too does existence itself. This concept of impermanence, anicca, and the endless rebirth cycle, samsara, illustrate how beings transform over lifetimes, shaped by their karma. Lesson from experience. In meditation, one can observe how each breath comes and goes, never staying the same. This simple yet profound truth reflects the nature of all things, impermanent, ever-changing, and beyond absolute control. Recognizing this helps us cultivate acceptance and mindfulness. 3. The evolution of human form. According to Buddhist texts, early beings existed in a formless, luminous state, gradually becoming more material as desires grew. This transformation, rather than being a single act of creation, was a gradual adaptation to changing conditions. Modern parallel. Humanity has evolved not only biologically, but also in consciousness. Consider how we have shifted from small tribal communities to an interconnected digital world. Our form and way of life change over time, just as Buddhism suggests our past states were different from today's. 4. The birth of society and human morality. As humans adapted to material existence, social structures emerged. In Buddhist lore, the concept of Mahasamadha, the first elected leader, symbolizes the beginning of organized society, where moral values and cooperation became essential. Contemporary insight. During times of crisis, communities naturally come together, forming support systems to survive. This mirrors the Buddhist view that societies arise from the necessity of collective well-being rather than divine intervention. 5. Cycles of the universe and scientific correlations. Buddhism's cyclical view of the universe aligns with modern cosmology, which theorizes that the cosmos undergoes endless cycles of expansion and contraction, e.g., the Big Bang and Big Crunch theories. Rather than a singular beginning, both Buddhism and science suggest an eternal rhythm of creation and dissolution. Key takeaway. Just as the universe is in constant motion, so too are our lives. Recognizing that everything, including our struggles, is transient, allows us to cultivate resilience and wisdom. 6. Karma and the Human Journey. Buddhism teaches that life is not dictated by fate, but by karma, the sum of our actions, thoughts, and intentions. Each choice we make shapes our future, both in this life and beyond. A meaningful story. A friend once struggled with endless misfortunes, believing life was unfair, but through self-awareness and positive change, they transformed their reality. This echoes the Buddhist teaching. Change starts from within. Conclusion: what can we learn? Exploring Buddhism's view on human origins leads to a deeper understanding, not just of where we come from, but of how we should live. The greatest lesson is this: life is a journey, not a fixed destination. Instead of seeking an ultimate beginning, we should focus on making each moment meaningful. By living mindfully, embracing change, and cultivating kindness, we shape a future filled with wisdom and compassion. Our existence is not a singular event. It is a continuum. And within this ever-turning cycle, we hold the power to create a life of purpose and peace.